How's it going, guys? And welcome back to another episode of Cinematic Vinyl. I recently made a bunch of Amazon purchases for spooky season, October. It's kind of that time for a lot of times for cinephiles. It's the time of year, if you haven't already throughout the year been celebrating horror films. It's kind of the time. It's kind of the atmosphere. The leaves are falling down outside, things are a little bit getting colder, chillier. It's the vibe, right? So recently I picked up a bunch of films from Amazon to check out, and yeah, just wanted to go through those and let you know, see what those are. So starting off, these are not films, but these are two limited series from Netflix. They're available on Blu-ray, but not 4K as far as I know. So I was able to pick up both The Haunting of Bly Manor and The Haunting of Hill House. I have seen The Haunting of Hill House, but I have not seen The Haunting of Bly Manor. Both are from Mike Flanagan, who is an awesome creator director. I'm excited to check out The Haunting of Bly Manor. I've never seen it before, but I really enjoyed The Haunting of Hill House, and I also really, really enjoyed Midnight Mass, which is another Netflix limited series he did. However, there is no physical media version of Midnight Mass. You can't buy it. There's some bootleg copies out there I think you can get online, but there's no official version. So that would be amazing. And it would be amazing if they did like a whole set on 4K. That would be awesome. But right now, it's just these two on Blu-ray. So I was able to pick that up. Both of these have decently extensive making ofs and also commentaries from both the director and or a few directors on it. Flanagan didn't direct every single one of these, but I'm excited to check these out. Like I said, I'll be seeing The Haunting of Bly Manor for the first time. I saw Haunting of Hill House. I really enjoy Haunting of Hill House, and I really enjoy Mike Flanagan. I think he's awesome, and yeah, so I'm excited to check that out. It's The Haunting of Bly Manor and The Haunting of Hill House. Comes in this nice little thing, but they're two separate Blu-rays. I'll show you real quick. This is The Haunting of Bly Manor, and this is The Haunting of Hill House. Like I said, I saw Hill House, thought it was really good, and I saw Midnight Mass, thought it was really good, so I'm excited to check out The Haunting of Bly Manor. Anyway, that is the first thing I picked up. All these I got on Amazon, and Amazon right now is having a big Prime Day sale, so if you're looking to pick up any physical media, I highly recommend. The next one I picked up for spooky season is a movie film, and that is a big one last year. It is The Substance. This made it on my top 10 of last year. Really interesting film. Demi Moore does an amazing performance in this. She should have won the Oscar that year. I forget who did win the Oscar, but it should have been Demi Moore. Demi Moore is great. She gives a harrowing performance in this. Just puts it all out there, leaves it all on the table. Margaret Qualley also. Margaret Qualley also does a phenomenal job in this film. It's amazing. I highly recommend it. Yeah, that's The Substance. I go into further detail of why I love this movie on my top 10 last year. If you want to watch that video, I rave about this. It's really, really good. It's on the lower half of my top 10 just because there were so many good top 10 films last year. Good films. Anyway, that's The Substance. Highly recommend you check this out if you have not seen this yet. I got the 4K on this, but I believe if you want, it is on HBO. You can check that out. And then obviously it's on Mubi too, if you follow that. Anyway, continuing right along, we have one of the best horror films ever made. one of the greatest characters ever made for horror, and that is the original Nightmare on Elm Street. The original A Nightmare on Elm Street is just a classic. What a cool, fun, original idea that obviously spawned one of the biggest franchise in horror. It's amazing. If you have not seen this film, definitely check out this film. It still holds up today. Johnny Depp in like his first movie performance. It's amazing. This is an amazing film. Wes Craven just at his best. Just so cool. This also has an insane amount of commentary and bonus features. So I'm excited to check this out. And Nightmare on Elm Street. Check this out if you have not seen it. I'm sure you have. It's worth watching again. I like to watch this one pretty much every year. It's kind of a staple. I had the Blu-ray of this before, but now I have the 4K, so excited to get that upgrade. Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street, one of the best horror films ever. All right, moving on. This is another great film. Very different, dark, and what an amazing performance from Brandon Lee. This is sadly the last performance of Brandon Lee, which is, just a bummer because he really, the performance he gives in this film is amazing. And, it's one of my favorites. And, it's just a dark, kind of an action comic book sci-fi movie, not sci-fi, comic book fantasy film, revenge fantasy. It's beautiful. So this also comes with some bonus features, behind the scenes, deleted footage, extended scenes, a little profile on James O'Barr, who's the creator of the comic. So I'm excited to check this out, dive into the bonus features. But The Crow is an amazing to watch, particularly on Halloween. But it's an amazing film. It's definitely worth checking out. Brandon Lee's performance once again is it's really iconic, and just the grittiness. The soundtrack is super iconic in this film. Really amazing. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. So definitely check out The Crow. It is one of my favorite films to watch during spooky season. So I'm glad I picked that one up. Next one. I actually have not seen this film, but this is the reboot of Halloween. This is not Rob Zombie's reboots of Halloween. This is the next reboot. But these all three of these, except for maybe the third one, definitely the first and the second one, got pretty solid reviews. This is a Blumhouse Miramax production. And this is actually written by Danny McBride. Yeah, he helped write this, but David Gordon Green directed it. Jamie Lee Curtis comes back. I actually, oddly enough, I think I've seen the third one, which is the least well-received version of this, which is Halloween. I think it's Halloween, and then Halloween Kills, and then, I forget what the third one is, but that's the one I saw. Halloween Returns, or I forget what the third one is, but either way, this is the reboot. So I'm excited to check this out. I don't know much about it other than this is that, kind of highly regarded new reboot where Jamie Lee Curtis kind of comes back and is, and obviously Mike Myers comes back too to do whatever he does, man. But anyway, I'm excited to check that one out. Like I said, it's got good reviews. And it's one to pick up on the spooky season. All of these I got on Amazon. They were all on sale recently. So everything you see here, for the most part, minus one of these films, I think, it was less than $20 on Amazon. This one I just picked up for Prime Day. And this is, it's Robert Eggers. I knew his last name. I forgot his first name for a second. Robert Eggers, who directed The Witch, which is one of my favorite films of all time, period, end of statement. It's an amazing film if you have not seen The Witch. I was not super hot on Nosferatu when it first came out and I saw it in theaters, but I'm excited to revisit it, give it another chance. I mean, I love Robert Eggers. I think The Witch is a masterpiece. I want to check this one out again. This also has an extended cut. Maybe I'll watch the extended cut. Maybe I'll, do a little bit something more for me. But I want to check it out. It's got Bill Skarsgård, Nicholas Hoult, Lily Rose Depp, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Emma Corrin, and Willem Dafoe. Yeah, I love all those people. I think the performances are really good in this film. I think the cinematography, everything like that. The story just felt a little lacking to me when I watched it. But, maybe I'll feel different the second time. I definitely want to check that out again. All right. If you hear a cat, there's a cat here. You know what happens. Cat's gonna cat. Anyway, next film. I don't want this to run too long. Next one is Rosemary's Baby. I've seen this one once before. This is really regarded as a classic in horror. This is another one that I watched one time and it didn't really grab me the way that I wanted it to. But I'm gonna give it another shot. Like I said, it's regarded as one of the classics of horror. It's another one that I think it deserves at least a second chance. John Cassavetes is in this, playing wife, and Mia Farrow is the main actress in this film. It's Roman Polanski, very controversial. Honestly, the Roman Polanski film I've probably seen the most is Ninth Gate. Ninth Gate? I think it's Ninth Gate, with Johnny Depp. I actually enjoy that one. I think it's a good suspense thriller film. Another one to watch during spooky season. Seventh Gate? I don't know. I'll put it right here. Yeah, actually, I won't. You'll know what it is. You know what I'm talking about. Not to give myself more editing work. That's crazy. I'm shooting this whole video on the iPhone 17 Pro Max. So let me know if it looks good or not. But anyway, Rosemary's Baby. I'm excited to check that out again. It's a horror classic, so I want to give it a chance. Next one I got is The Ring. I saw this movie when I was younger, so I have not seen this since I've been an adult. I don't know if this holds up, but I think it does. I hear it does. I know that this is a remake. This is the American remake of the Japanese version, Ringu. I have not seen that. I'll have to check that one out eventually. But this is the American remake, and yeah, I'm excited to check it out. It's a kind of that iconic, classic horror of you watch tape and 7 days later you die. Yeah, I don't know. I'll check that one out too. That should be kind of exciting. But yeah, that's Ringu. Or actually, that's The Ring. That's the American version, The Ring. The next one is a Kubrick masterpiece. Everyone knows it's The Shining. Famously, Stephen King wasn't a fan of Kubrick's adaptation of The Shining, but most film lovers, most horror lovers love this movie. So I'm excited to check this one out again. I've seen it a bunch of times. This also is jam-packed with different making of documentaries and commentaries and stuff, so I want to check out the bonus features on this. But that is The Shining. It's Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. It's Jack Nicholson's performance, Shelley Duvall's performance. It's a masterpiece in acting and cinematography and in suspense and horror. The Shining is up there. So I'm excited to check that one out again. Last but not least, this is the most expensive film that I got, just because it wasn't really on sale, because it's more of a newer film. But here's the thing, when you have newer, more original films, you want to support those things. And I don't mind spending a little bit more extra to get them as they've come out, more recently. A lot of times I do like a deal. I like to wait on the deals. I try when I buy 4Ks to no more than it's like $15 is like the range. I try to, if they're $10, that's great. That's perfect. I feel really good about buying a 4K Blu-ray for $10. 15 is like, that's good too. I'm like, yeah, 15, that's good. And once they go past 15, $18, $20, anything $20 or higher, I'm like, oh, this has to be like a really good movie for me to, to do that. This is Sinners. Ryan Coogler's Sinners. Ryan Coogler? Yes, Ryan Coogler. I'm the worst with names. I always got to double check and make sure I'm saying it right. Ryan Coogler, who directed Creed. What else did Ryan Coogler direct? He directed a few other films that I really like. Shit, man. I'm painting myself into a corner. Did he direct Black Panther? Am I crazy on that? I might be crazy on that. I know he directed Creed. I love Creed. I think Creed's great. Sinners. Oh, God. Thought I was going to sneeze there. Still my... Whew. Nope. I fought it off. I fought off the demons. Sinners, which has a little holographic slipcover here. This is a great film. This is a great film that came out this year, 2025. And this will be on my top 10, I'm sure. Sinners was awesome. Definitely something new and unique and original. Michael B. Jordan does an amazing performance because he plays two characters. Haley Steinfeld also does a great performance in this film. It's great. It's a great, awesome, really cool vampire film. Really cool. Great music, great set pieces in this movie. Just overall awesome. Highly recommend Sinners. This is also, I believe, on HBO. So if you don't want to get the physical copy, which I recommend you do, you could also check that out. But that's Sinners. Anyway, those are all the films that are for spooky season, what I've got recently. And yeah, let me know if you've picked anything up recently. Amazon's having their Prime Day sale right now, so are you picking anything up? I'm going to make another video of some other kind of random stuff I got on Prime Day that wasn't associated with spooky season. But let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Also, let me know what you think about this video quality-wise. Just sound okay, look okay. Like I said, this is the front-facing camera of my iPhone, so iPhone's normally pretty good, so let me know. I just got a text, that's why. Anyway, all right, peace.